I'm just going to go through this page again with you, and hopefully by the end of it you'll have a better idea of what we're just doing on the page. I've sent a video to you, a link to a video that just goes over what exponent means, because it is a kind of an unusual word, but the video goes through how, when we multiply two numbers, multiplication is like repeated addition. So if you have 10 by 2, you get 20. But I could also just repeatedly add 10, 2 times. 10 plus 10, that's 10 by 2. 10 plus 10 is also 20. So multiplication is repeated addition. So this is repeated multiplication. So if I come out and I show you an example, let's leave the square there for a second. But what I was saying to you there is it would say 4 multiplied by 5 equals 20. Okay, there's my multiplication sum. That's just another way of showing this repeated addition sum. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I've added 4 5 times. And when I do that, I get 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. So I add the first two 4s and I get an answer which was 8, and I keep that answer while I add on the next 4 to make 12. I keep the answer of 12 now and add it to the next 4, which is 16. Keep 16, add it to the next 4, which is 20. So multiplication is, and I've spelled something wrong there, multiplication is just, and I've still done something, it's just repeated addition. For exponents, if you have something like this written, like this, 4 to the power of 3, what they want you to do is, they don't want you to do this sum, 4 by 3. Sorry, now I need to get out of... They don't want you to multiply 4 by 3 like this. Sorry, I have to come back out of that little exponent thing. They don't want you to go 4 multiplied by 3. That's not what they're asking in this sum. That's not what they're asking you to do. That's multiplication. What they're asking you to do is repeated multiplication. Just like this is repeated addition, this is repeated multiplication. So it'll be 4. I wish I could get out of that now. Hold on. It's going to be 4 multiplied by 4, not added to 4. Multiply by 4. So I have 4 multiplied 3 times. The exponent tells me how many times the base number is going to be multiplied by, and it's 3 times. So 4 multiplied by 4 is 16, and then I take that answer, 16, and multiply it by 4 to get 64, I think. Don't have my dictionary, or my 64, let me think. 64. So this written down is telling you that the biggest number you see there, the base number, is a number that's going to be repeatedly multiplied. And you know how many times to multiply it when you see the little small number. The big number is the number you're actually multiplying, but how many times are you supposed to multiply it? The little number tells you 3 times. Okay, if the number was the following, 5 to the power of 2, that equals not 5 plus 5, that's not what that is. Multiplication means 5 plus 5. Exponents mean 5 multiplied by 5, which gives me 25. So I know that the base number is the number I'll be multiplying, and the exponent tells me how many times I'll be multiplying that number. 5 twice, and I get 25. So that brings me to your page then, because it's on about square numbers. So it's basically just talking and focusing on when your exponent is 2, when your number is 2 here. That's what this whole page is about. it doesn't matter if the exponent, we're not talking about exponents of 1, 5, anything, only when the exponent is 2. So if you look at this square, what you know about a square is that every side is the same length. And to get the area, to know the area of a square, you multiply length by width, 5 by 5. And you get 25. If I told you in your copy to draw a square with length 3 boxes long in your maths copy, you'd go down 3 boxes down, you'd go 3 boxes across, and just knowing those two numbers, 3 and 3, you'd be able to create the square because you'd know, well, every side has to have 3 boxes. And then you'd draw that square, and to get the area it would be 3 by 3, which would be equal to 9. And I bet you if you counted those boxes, there would be 9 boxes in the square. So that's why they're called square numbers, because basically if you were to draw these out, they would make squares. Like if you had 5 to the power of 2, it's 5 by 5, which is 25. So here's 5 by 5, and there would be 25 squares in there. So what you are doing for number 1, they've done the first two. They give you a number. So like here, they give you the number 1. And if you multiply 1 by itself, 1 by 1, you get the answer. Just don't even worry about the square number. You get the answer of 1. Okay? Another way to write that is 1 to the power of 2. Because remember, exponents just mean repeated multiplication. So I'm multiplying number 1 twice, 1 by 1. I'm doing this, 1 by 1, which still gives me the same answer. The reason we call it a square number is because if you think of these squares in your copy, you're going down one square, you're going across one square, so that's creating a square. Here it's 2 by 2. You're going down 2 squares, you're going across 2 squares, 2 by 2. Another way to write it is this exponent, 2 to the power of 2, because that's what you're doing here. The base number is 2, so that's what you're multiplying. But how many times will I multiply 2? Twice. And 2 by 2 gives you an answer of 4. And if you look up here, this exact sum is this one up here. 2 by 2, and the answer is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then for the next one, you'll be multiplying 3 by 3. And then it'll be 4 by 4, and 5 by 5, and 6 by 6, and 7 by 7, and 8 by 8, all the way down. You're multiplying it by itself. You're writing out what you've done here as an exponent. So you've multiplied 1 2 times. You've multiplied 2 2 times. Here it'll be multiplied 3 2 times, and 4 2 times, and 5 2, and so on. And then you work out your answers by doing the multiplication sum. Then what number 2 means is you are just taking, so once you've worked out the answers to those, which is just like this, like insert a table for you, Lexi, here. If I go like this, and they have here written number, and then they had multiply by itself, and then it was the exponent way of showing the sum, and then it was the square number, and square number, or which is just the answer. We call it a square just because we multiplied it by itself, and like squares are all about length being the same as width, all to do with itself. So they had number 1. I'm just going to move into the center of the row if I can. Do you know what? I'm going to worry about that. Number 1 will be in here, and then it was 1 by 1, and then it would be 1 to the power of 2, and then here the answer was 1. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. Then you'd move on to number 2, and they wanted you to say 2 by 2. 2 by 2. Another way to express that is, well, I'm taking the number 2 and I'm repeatedly multiplying it twice. I've repeated the number 2 twice and multiplied it. And my answer is 4. 2 by 2 is 4. And you move on to 3. And you'll write 3 by 3, multiplied by itself. How to express that sum or show that sum as an exponent. There's your base number. And then you put your exponent on, which is 2. For this whole page, the exponents are 2. So I'm multiplying 3 twice. 3 by 3. And my answer is 9. And I'll just do the last one here for you. 4 So multiply 4 by 4. So it's going to be 4 to the power of 2, which gives me an answer of 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. Okay, so that's how you complete the table for this number 1. Once you've finished that for number 2, what they want you to do is, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to have to get an image. Just hold on there. Sorry, for a second with me. I want to get 100 square image. Sorry, I haven't spelled it correctly. Right, if I get this image here, just copy it. This one here. Copy image, is that there? Yeah, and I'm going to paste it in here. Right, so they want you to draw it 100 square just into your copy by basically using your squares and writing in order, 1, 2, 3, up to 100. So when you get your answers here, your square number answers here, you're going to use color then to, I'll go for pink here. You're going to use color to color in the answers. Let me just move this down below this, can I? Yeah, so here, my first answer, number 1. So I don't know if I can color in on top of that. Let me see. Text. It's not very, so number 1 was the first square number. So I'll color in here. Just I'll do this. This is exactly what I want to do. You color in the first answer you got. So number 1 was the first answer. Then number 4 was the next one. So I'm going to do the next one. So I'd be coloring in my 100 square for all the answers I got. Number 4. The next answer is number 9. So I'd get my colors, and again I'm going to stick with pink, and I find number 9 on the 100 square here, and I continue, and then number 16 was the next answer. It's called a square number because it's the numbers used to multiply to get that answer were 4 and 4. They were the same numbers. So it's like getting the area of a square, 4 by 4. Everything's the same. Square, same. So that's how you do number 2. You use the answers you got here for number 1 and you colour in 100 square to show the answers on 100 square. That's all you do for number 2. I hope that's clear. And then moving on to the next bit, you work out the following using a calculator to work out your answers. Now what I didn't use a calculator for this bit. All I did was 18 to the power of 2. So if I just get rid of this, how do I cut? So all you're doing there is, we'll say you've been given 18 to the power of 2. So what does that mean? Well, my base number is 18, so I know they want me to multiply 18, and the exponent tells me it's repeated multiplication. So they want me to multiply 18 twice. There's the number I'm multiplying. The exponent tells me by how many times I have to multiply it. 2 times, 18 by 18. So what I did then, I actually wrote it vertically because I find it easier to see. Like I wrote it like this. I wrote it like the following, and I underlined it there. And then I worked it out. So like 8 by 8 is 64. Put down my 4, carry my 6. Like a long multiplication sum. I worked out the answer. By all means, use your calculator to find the answers to those ones, Lexi. So you're just going to be multiplying 8 by 8, or 18 by 18, 23 by 23, 38 by 38, because you're multiplying 38. How many times do you have to repeatedly multiply it? Twice. Here, you're doing the same thing. You're working out the exponent part of it, which is just repeated. So let's do the first one there. 3. I don't need to underline anymore. 3. What do they ask for? 3, 2, and then they go plus 5, 2, is it? I don't know if it is, but we'll do 5, 2, right? That's your sum. So I work out the first exponent bit. I'll move this up. So 3 by, so the first bit makes the 3 to the exponent 2 basically means 3 by 3, which is equal to 9. That's the answer to that bit. There's your base number 3. How many times am I repeatedly multiplying it? The exponent tells me that twice. If the exponent was 3, it would be 3 by 3 by 3. But it's 2 because the whole page is about squares and same. So it's the same number multiplied twice to get 9. 5 by 2 then is the next part. So 5 by 2, what do? Well, I'm multiplying 5 by 5 to give me 25. So I've gotten the answer of 9 for this side, 25 for this side. I add them together to get my answer, which is equal to 34 is my answer for that sum, because that's what they want us to do. 3 to the power of 2 is just 3 by 3, which gives me 9. 5 to the power of 2 is 5 by 5, which is 25, and I add 9 and 25. And you'll do 4 by 4 plus 6 by 6, 7 by 7, and so on. So that's all how exponents mean you're multiplying the base number by itself, basically. An exponent of 2 means you multiply the base number by itself, which makes, you know, a square here, 2 by 2. Square roots then, it's kind of like going in reverse, I suppose. It's showing you that it wants to know, I suppose, okay, square root, we did the exponents here. Let me come down here. So square root, I'm sorry, this video is really long, let's see. A square root basically wants to get, it wants to know what was the base number at the beginning. What was this base number that you multiplied by itself? Okay, a square root wants to come back to the base number that was multiplied by itself. Okay, so for example, 9. We know 3 to the power of 2. I'm sorry, I'm still an exponent writing, so I'll go like this. 3 to the power of 2 is equal to 9, because we got that up there. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. 3 by 3 is 9. So then the square root of 9, square root of 9 is what? What is the square root of 9? You have to think, what base number, what number multiplied by itself? Because it's always like just multiply by itself like this, 2, you know, not any more than that. Square root of 9, what number multiplied by itself would give me an answer of 9? And again, it's about knowing your tables, I suppose, so have your tables book open, but I know that 3 by 3 is 9, so that the square root of 9 is 3, because 3 by 3 made 9. The sums you need to know for working out your square roots are the sums like this: 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. You need to look at those ones in your book. 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, and so on, where one number is multiplied to itself. The answers to those sums, like this, 25, it's like working backwards. The square root of 25 brings you back to 5. It brings you back to the number that was multiplied by itself. The square root of 16 brings you back to 4, because it's saying, well, 4 was the base number. We multiplied it by itself and we got 16. Here, we did this already. We know 3 by 3 is 9. The square root of 9 brings us back to 3, because 3 was the base number that we multiplied by itself to get to 9, and so on. So for this one here, have your tables book open and be looking at the sums, 2 by 2, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, 6 by 6. You will see these numbers as answers to some of those sums. And then you'll be able to find, so like the base number, the square root of 4. What number multiplied by itself what number multiplied by itself would give you an answer of 4? It's 2. 2 multiplied by itself gave you an answer of 4 in the tables. So the square root of 4 is 2. What number multiplied by itself gives an answer of 16? 4 multiplied by 4 gives you 16. So the square root of 16 is 4. What number multiplied by itself gives an answer of 100? It's 10. So the square root of 10 is, the square root of 100 is 10. For these ones, these are such large numbers, I wouldn't even know off by heart. You have to use a calculator. I found that I don't have an actual calculator at home, but I found that if I hold my phone in landscape, so you know the way you hold your phone vertically all the time, if you tilt it so it's like lengthways in your hand, it sometimes reveals more buttons that you can press. And basically you're trying to find a button that looks like this, or it might even have a 2 here beside it, and you press that button and key in this number and press equals, and it'll give you the answer for this one. And then you can continue on to the next one. That you have to use a calculator for this one, unfortunately. So for number 1, the first column is just where you're multiplying this number you've given by itself, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 13 by 13. The next column is you showing this, expressing this as an exponent. So you take your base number, which you've been given, and you say, well, I multiplied it by 2. The exponent is 2, 4 by 2, and so on. And then the answer to those sums in this column. Then you colour in the 100 square, you colour in any square that has one of these numbers that you get, the answers here. You colour in the number 1 square, the number 4 square, and so on. Then here it's just you're multiplying 18 by 18, 23 by 23, you're multiplying 96 by 96, because the exponent is 2, and exponents mean it's repeated multiplication. Again, you repeatedly multiply 3 by 3, get an answer, and then add it to 5 by 5, so it's 9 by plus 25 to get an answer. And then a square root is like going the opposite way. So it's like an exponent tells you, okay, repeatedly multiply and get 9. And then the square root is like, well, take 9 and think about how do you get back to the base. Kind of like, I suppose the opposite, like kind of like division. How did you get back to the base? Well, it's 3 by 3, so my square root of 9 is 3. 12 to the power of 2. 12 by 12 is 144. So the square root of 144 brings you back to what the base number was, which is 12. I hope that's explained a little bit more. Don't feel free to message me again if it's still confusing, and I'll do a bit more research online to see if there's any extra videos to help you. Best of luck with it.